Hello and welcome, guys. I am StevieB playing the MMORPG Entropia universe here at the wonderful Boreas Outpost. This video is brought to you by EarnPED.com. That's EarnPED.com, the place where Entropia universe players can go to learn and earn. We've got the all-time high blog over there to help you guys learn how to play better, spend your PED more wisely, learn how to make PED. We've also got offers you can do, videos you can watch, all kinds of good stuff that will help you earn PED that you can actually have in-game to help you with your adventures. So guys, the reason for the video today is when I woke up this morning, they are doing a rare Marsamix event. Marsamix is a pretty rare mob on Calypso. It can only be found in a dungeon instance. It's pretty rare, pretty popular, drops some really good loot, and they're spawning all over the place. They're spawning here at Boreas, they're spawning at Twin Peaks, they're literally everywhere. We had the battle for Twin Peaks this morning, which was really freaking awesome. Go check out the video. It was beyond amazing. I uploaded it in 2 parts to YouTube earlier today, but I wanted to make another video. Everybody's been asking, how do I get the Marsamix Iron mission? It's not with the regular missions at the Iron Mission Terminal. So that's a great question. I do not yet have it. We're going to go try and get it. So the first mission you need is, I think it's the road mission. You get it over at, let me be sure I give you guys the right information here. You get it from the NPC Mr. Shapiro, and you get it at Fort Troy. So you go to Fort Troy, pick up Road to Camp Carter mission. You'll have to do that first. I've already accomplished it. Pretty easy. Once you have that done, you're going to get the mission Vault Hunter. Vault Hunter is the next one. So Vault Hunter 1, Strange Pillars Part 1, I'm going to hit track. It's going to add it to my mission chain right there. So we're going to pull up the map, and it shows us to do this mission we need to get right here. So the closest teleporter I have is right there, so we're going to go ahead and teleport over. Now guys, this is over by Calypso Volcano. It's not a super new player friendly area at all. Very, very high level mobs. I tried to do a couple of missions over there a while back on foot without armor. It did not go well. It did not go well at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this the easy way, knowing it's at the volcano. I am going to pull out my quad, and I'm going to see if I can find a good place to spawn it. There we go. Perfect. And we're just going to fly over there to talk to this NPC and see what we can get going here. The reason Marsamix are so popular, guys, they do drop ESIs, empty skill implants, which have 900% markup, but they're also one of the only mobs that drop a certain mushroom that is both exceedingly rare and exceedingly useful. That mushroom is used for turning FAPs into better FAPs. So specifically, if you have the 2350 FAP and you want to turn it into the mod 2350 that everybody loves so much at the moment, you have to have these mushrooms, right? And Marsamix are practically the only mob that drop them. Not a lot of people hunt Marsamix. Not a lot of people have this iron mission chain that we're going to go get right now. So they're very, very rare, very, very valuable. Occasionally, you guys will see Mindark will do events like this, and they'll have like a robot invasion event. There's no real competition, no real prize, and people ask me, well, why do they do it? There are some mission chains like Marsamix, drone missions, spider bomber missions. Those are just really, really hard to find mobs. They don't spawn in any real abundance normally, and they're just really hard to find, and people want to complete those mission chains. So sometimes they'll do these little mini events in between mayhems, just to make it where, you know, it's something interesting, something new for you to hunt, maybe something that you're not able to easily find for a mission you're working on, just something to change the game up a little bit. So it's really, really cool. This morning, whenever I very first logged in to check this event out, I actually went to Twin Peaks, and Mindark live support Zeus was there, and he was spawning level 180 the Pestilence Marsamix. And we tried for the first time in Entropia universe to swunt a level 180 creature. We were trying to sweat it dry and then kill it. We did not quite get there. We ended up just getting too trigger happy, and we all wanted to kill it, so we did. And then Zeus just kept spawning them, kept spawning them, kept spawning them. and we were just wiping them out too easy. So Zeus introduced the battle for Twin Peaks, as I'm calling it. He started spawning some of the biggest mobs in Entropia right in the middle of Twin Peaks. And it was freakishly awesome. There was probably 100 players there. He spawned some stuff that you're not going to see outside of the video that I posted to YouTube. Guys, these were level 1800 to 3500 mobs. They were super, super high powered. One of them that we did twice had 1.45 million hit points. And actually, if you look at the Hall of Fame, which I'll pull up while we're descending, right there at the top, number 1 and 2 for the day, shared loot, Entropy, the Purger, top 2 on the Hall of Fame chart for today. 11,000 PED both times. That was us. That was at the Battle for Twin Peaks this morning. So be sure and check out my other YouTube videos. You'll see part 1 where we were trying to swant the 180, and then you'll see part 2, the actual Battle for Twin Peaks, where all the really cool stuff started spawning. So we're here. We're going to talk to Mr. Jones. You the one Brent sent. Brendan, yeah. Listen, so you probably know what we're trying to get this here door open so we can save our friends. You're going to help us by looking around this place for clues. First off, you're going to scan 5 strange pillars for us. They got some strange markings that might help us find a way to open this damn door. Maybe. Well, it's all we got. Worth a shot. I put the directions to the pillars in your mission. Electromagnetic interference, no sat nav. This place be dangerous, so try and stay out of sight of them eviscerators or you'll be cut to pieces. Okay, thanks, see you later. Cool. So now we've got to go find the 5 pillars. So he is right, guys, there's eviscerators all over this place. I don't know exactly what level they are off the top of my head. Let's see if we can figure out where these pillars are. I'm not seeing them. Okay, so are they not on my map? Why are they not on the map? Let's try this. Let's exit out of the track missions. Let's go back. Track it again. Vault Hunter track. Now did it put anything up? Maybe I'm too far out. Nope. Okay, so we're going to do this the easy way. Vault Hunter. Okay, so we talked to the guy. Alright, see you later. No, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so do we have any information? Entropia. Usually it puts it on the map for you. Usually there will be a little thing right on your map that will tell you where the various pillars are. They're not right here by us. Here we go. Okay, I think I've got it figured out. So apparently they're not showing up right on our map. A lot of times there will be stuff either on the map or directly on your sat nav. They're not showing up right away for us, but I think I've got this figured out. So guys, this is actually the Calypso Volcano. I believe that's the center crater right there, actually. Yes, it is. And there's some very, very high level eviscerators all around here. So for the very first pillar, what we want to do is we're going to open up the map and we're going to find, let's zoom in a little bit if we can. We're already in. Okay, so we want to find longitude 76049. So 760, right about there. And latitude 71,072. So 7649-ish, and then 7102. Right about there. Okay, so that's pillar number 1. And then for pillar number 2, we're going to go ahead and we're going to set the waypoint at 717. 717, right in that general vicinity, and 699. It's actually 69929. 69929 right there. So close enough. Yeah, I'm going to call that close enough right there. And then we want 77023, so 77023, right about there, and 70564. So 70564, right about there for waypoint 3. Then waypoint number 4 for the fourth pillar, 75 7 75 7 86, and then 70,727. So right about there-ish, right back over by number 1, right? Because they can't make this easy where they're all just right together. And then pillar number 5 is at 75881. So 75881, right in, that's about right. And then 69,734. 69,734. 734, right about there. So actually the good news is you can go 1, 2, 3, then back over to 4, then down to 5, right? So that's the easiest way to do it, guys, since it won't show up on your sat nav automatically for you like most missions. Just go ahead and set the coordinates at those locations. So guys, for this you're definitely going to need a sleep or a quad. I'm using my quad today. Just makes it way easier. If you were to try and do this on foot, there was a similar mission I did a long time ago, and I tried to do it on foot, and it was just an absolute nightmare. So I hopped in my quad, and it was literally done in a matter of probably 20 minutes. I had tried for about 3 hours to do it on foot one night, and it was just a total disaster. And I finally hopped in my quad, and it worked absolutely beautifully. So if you'll notice, since it's not showing up on my sat nav, since my sat nav zoomed in too close, I used my map, pulled it up, and look, there's number 1 right there. So we're going to hop over that general direction. You kind of have to be careful when you're flying around the crater, guys. There's all kinds of stuff you can run into. There's mobs that you really don't necessarily want attacking you out of nowhere. It's really not the most super friendly place for low-level players. It's really not. So if you notice, there's actually quite a few mobs around here, it looks like. Yep, there's some eviscerators right there. They're level 26. The good news is if I have to, I can take these bad boys out. I don't necessarily want to, but I will if I'm forced to. So I'm thinking I can probably see this thing from my quad. It should be right here somewhere. In fact, I'm assuming it's probably right here where I'm going to land. Once we find the first one, we'll know more what the second one's going to look like, right? I'm not seeing it right here. Maybe it's on back up on that little plateau right there where that eviscerator is. Let's see if it's back this way just a little bit. Let's back up. I love the fact that you can back up really, really slowly in a quad. Let's be sure that we're literally directly on top of it. So that first waypoint, and guys, these things are super small sometimes. The last mission I did over here was the same way. They were literally super small. I'm going to remove this waypoint. Ah, crap, that's not the one I wanted to remove. Oh well, we'll put that one back here in a minute. So number 1, 76049. I'm going to get literally on top of it if I can. And then 76049, and then 71072. 71072. Okay, so I was off just a little bit. It's pretty hard to get these coordinates exact a lot of times. So our 1 is now actually number 4. It's really hard to get these coordinates exact a lot of times when you're literally trying to get it literally down to the exact coordinate on the grid. But if you'll get close, you can always get closer, right? So notice we weren't off by too much. It's a little bit further up the hill up here. And if you have any kind of idea how they do game design, have you guys ever seen that South Park episode where they're playing games and they're like, there's always a way to win, they always put something in here? and then they end up, it's like this little bitty piece of light at the top of the cave or something stupid. It's kind of like that. Notice I thought it was going to be up on the hill instead of down lower, and sure enough, it is up on the hill. And this is why they're so hard to find. This is an ancient monument, and I actually saw these the very first time I came through. Whenever I was doing the other mission, I didn't know what they were, but I knew they did something, so we're going to interact and release us. Okay, so that's pillar number 1. Cool. Let's see what my message is. Shooting YouTube, be back. It's one of my really good friends, guys. So we're going to go to pillar 2 now. Notice it didn't actually give me anything. I just interacted with it, and that was all we needed to do. So now we can get rid of this waypoint, and we can go over to number 2. Hopefully we're a little bit closer on that one. So let's see here, going to go ahead and lift up. We're going to turn the quad. Notice I'm using the map to point toward it that way. Okay, cool. And there's waypoint number 2 over here. I forget where the very first mission was that I was doing here in the crater, but it had something to do with evade skills. There was some mission I thought would be super easy, and it had some mission rewards that had some good evade skills, so I tried to do it one night, and it was just way easier with the quad because they make you bounce all over this thing. And this thing isn't level, as you guys can see. It's all kinds of hilly, and there's different layers and valleys everywhere, and if you try and run it, especially if you're not strong enough to take down the mobs, it's just a total pain in the butt. Total pain in the butt. Way easier with a quad. So right about there on that little platform should be the next one that we're looking for. Again, kind of think the way the game designers think, guys, whenever you're looking for this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and set down right about here. We should be pretty close to it. Actually, yeah, there it is right there. Whenever you guys start getting close to it, it'll actually show up on your map. That's cool, little orange dot. So here's the next one. Ancient monument. We're going to interact. Come to us. Okay. That was actually pillar 3, so the information that I had is wrong. So apparently you don't have to do these in order. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I thought that was pillar 2, it's pillar 3. Okay, so we've got pillar 3. Good to know. So I guess our stuff is a little bit out of order, but not a big deal. Let's go ahead and let's head over toward pillar 1. Which this is the one that I thought would be pillar 3. This might be pillar 2. Sorry guys, I might be working with a little bit outdated information here. The problem with these orange dots showing up on your radar is if you're not like directly on top of them, a lot of times you can't see it. So that's one of the reasons knowing the general vicinity comes in super handy, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go a little bit lower. It's probably on the other side of that tree somewhere. Again, thinking like the game developer. There we go, right there. Ooh, what'd I hit? I zoomed in a little bit all of a sudden. So notice it's right there. We're going to go ahead and hop out. Run over to the pillar. Notice they're starting to really glow, right? They're just getting brighter and brighter. Interact. Interact. We are waiting for you. So yeah, that was pillar 2. So we did them slightly out of order. It's fine. Not a big deal. Now we've got to go pick up... I was thinking this one would actually be pillar 5, but it might be pillar 4. This might actually be number 4. We'll find out. Anyway, you guys have the general coordinates of them now, so it's not that important because you can do them out of order. Some stuff you can, like this, you can do out of order. Some stuff you can't. We just kind of got lucky, and this one you can do out of order, so it's not a huge deal. That's how the last one was. I think the last one had like 10 things like this that I had to do, and they were just literally all over the opposite sides of the volcano. And I actually did those in order, so it took even longer. Okay. Should be right up here, probably somewhere on this little cliff, because they don't ever make these things necessarily easy to get to if you're on foot. That's the other thing, guys. Can you imagine being like down in the crater? Oh, hit a tree. And we're down. It's alright, that's where we need to be anyway, right? Can you imagine being down in the crater trying to find these and then having to climb all the way up here on foot? That would be such a pain in the butt. Okay. Oh, we almost got that one dead on. Ancient monument. Interact. Leave this place now! Okay, so that was number 5. I was right. They're totally backwards whenever I looked them up. And can you imagine not actually having the exact waypoints and having to figure it out? So that one was number 5, so we are indeed missing number 4, which is 75786. 75786. Close enough. And then 70727. 727. Right in there, right? Okay. So over in that general vicinity. So we'll hop back in our quad. I believe that's the one that we're missing. I believe so. It helps if I place it somewhere where it can actually be used, right? Let's see here. Nope. See if I can put it over here somewhere. See if we can find some level ground. Oh, fruit. Hey, check that out. Fruit. Cool. Just found random fruit walking through the crater here. Ah, crap. Don't tell me now I can't use the quad. There'll be somewhere I can spawn it over here. There'll be somewhere level enough. Yeah, here we go. The problem is you got to get the vehicle level before you can spawn it, right? So sometimes you got to look for a minute. There we go. Okay, I believe this is the one that we're missing, guys. I believe it's the only one. Should be. If not, it's really close to the one that we're missing, but I think that's it. So we're just going to fly over here and grab it. And then, after we get this one, we will probably more or less be good to go. Okay, is that? Yeah, I don't think we have this one yet. I think that's the one we're missing. Yep, that's it right there. And bam, almost right on top of it. Okay, exit seat. And bam, waypoint gone. And interact with ancient monument. Okay, return to Mr. Jones. So now we got to go back to Mr. Jones. Let's see, Mr. Jones was over this way. I think I can get there from memory. He was right over. He was right over in this vicinity. If I have to, I'll look it up. I don't think I'm going to have to. I think he's right over on a ledge over here somewhere. Maybe I am going to have to look it up. Nope, 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 there he is. There's a little orange flag in the distance. If you guys look up just a hair from eye level, right about eye level now, see the little shiny pole on the, it's kind of blinking a little bit, it looks like. I'm hoping this video turns out okay. I'm getting a couple little warning shticks over here on my side, and that's usually not a good thing, but I've been recording a whole lot this morning, so I probably should have reset the system before I started this, since I only get one shot at this mission, and I can't repeat it, because there's no need to repeat it. I'm really hoping this video turns out okay. If not, we might just have to leave it be since it's a one-time mission, guys. So sorry about that. Turn to Mr. Jones and talk to Mr. Jones. Hey, back, you got your scams? Yep, we do. The other option is the pillars screamed at me and spoke to me. What's going on here? We're just going to go with yes. Great, you'll have to relay them over to Camp Carter. We got a landline that still works in spite of the electronics interface. It's an old hunk of junk, but still works barely. Close, okay. So let's use the send friend to relay the scans. Send friend. So let's interact. Hello, I am send friend, your friend when it comes to sending messages to friend. Whom would you like to send a message? Camp Carter. Would you like to send a voice message or transmit data? Transmit data. And what is your name, friend? Steve, because that's my name. Steve, StevieB Braggs. When would you like to send the data? Send the data. What now? Thank you, transmitting. Wait, I didn't put any data. Oops, my bad, please input data. There, done. And thank you, and to whom would you like to transmit? Camp Carter, kick the machine. And what is your name, friend? Steve, kick the machine. When would you like to transmit? Now, kick the machine. Error 33, hello, I am SendFriend, your friend when it comes to kick the machine. Buzz, 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 alright, whatever. Bonjour, among the symbols we found clues to 3 sites we believe to be sacred to those who erected the pillars and built this door. The first clue goes as follows. Seek our origin, walk under sky of water. The site we seek must be at the bottom of some lake. Okay. Moreover, Fleur, hi Steve, this is Richards, geologist. This is a lake northeast of your position. Remember that it used to be much, much larger. The site you seek was underwater when the symbols were written down, but that may no longer be the case. Those pillars are pretty old. There are quite many lakes around here. Your task will be to investigate the one closest to your current position. Follow the road northeast of your current position. Investigate the first lake you encounter. Remember to look for something akin to the structures we found so far, such as stone pillars or stone columns. Alright, I'll have a look around the lake to the northeast. Send friend wishes you a good day. Bye, buzz, close. Okay, cool. Updated. Let's see if it's on our map. It is not on our map. So to the northeast, it looks like it's going to be this big, giant lake bed over here. I don't know that for a fact, but I tell you what we're going to do, guys, since it updated with part 2 of Vault Hunter the mission, we're just going to make this a multi-part series. The reason we can do that is it will allow me to have a chance to reset everything and make sure we've got super good video quality going for the next set of the series. This is something I really want you guys to be able to have good access to, especially during this MarSMX event. Let's check out what this is. Panel. Interact. I can't interact with panel. Okay, I think there's something in there. Looks cool. I'll have to figure that